2 days lang po niya i-rent yung sasakyan po. Tapos po, nung isang araw lang po, nag-message siya ng morning na isanla daw po ng kaibigan niya and then sinanla daw sa casino sa financer.
A certain Villalin Lim said she paid for a Ford Everest unit in cash at the dealership. However, when she got into a road accident, she found out that the SUV was registered to a certain Police Corporal Jonathan Corral of the PNP Engineering Service. Baka hindi lang sa drugs may ninja cops. Thank you, Mr. President. Distinguished colleagues, I speak before you today on a matter of personal and collective privilege. Mr. President, yesterday, reports came out in the news that a stolen SUV Ford Everest was found at Camp Crame. It was parked at the married officers' quarters or the house occupied by senior PNP officials. According to the owner of the vehicle, the SUV was rented out to a Chinese national named Wang Weiyi, but it was not returned to them. Kumbaga, na-rent tangay ang sasakyan. Ang rent tangay po, sa mga hindi pa po nakakaalam, ay isang modus operandi kung saan ang isang tao ay magrerenta ng sasakyan tapos hindi na po ito isusoli. Mas swabing anyo po ito ng carnapping. Ako po ay nababahala sa balitang ito dahil madami ng kaso na ganito ang nakarating sa aking programa. If you let me show some cases brought to my program.
Two days lang po niya i-rent yung sasakyan po. Tapos po, nung isang araw lang po, nag-message siya ng morning na isanla daw po ng kaibigan niya and then sinanla daw sa casino sa financer.
May tumawag po sa akin na pwede po bang mag-rent ng sasakyan? Galing po akong Tagaytay. Mag-vacation daw po sila sa Angeles. Tinurn over ko po yung sasakyan sa kanya. Tapos po, nung kinabukasan po, tinanong ko po siya kung nasan po siya. Tapos ang banggit niya po is, nasangla niya daw po yung sasakyan ko na ng 250 sa tao sa casino. Pero po, lahat po kami, pare-pareho po siya ng sinasabi.
Nag-rent po siya sa akin. First 1 week po is yung Vios ko po na sedan. And then po, nag-extend po ng another 5 days po. So nag-pay po siya. And then dun ko po nalaman, nag-post po ako via sa Facebook po na calling the attention of this company, Katay. Tumawag po sa akin yung HR, sabi niya, na about to my concern.
Ano sabi po ng Katay?
Sabi nila, hindi daw nila empleyado si Joy Solenap. Based sa HR po. Hanggang nalaman ko lahat pala ng transaksyon from the company, siya po pala lahat. Nag-forge po siya ng mga messages.
Pinaparent din niya siguro yung kotse.
Ginagamit niya po pang deliver ng medicine, sir.
Ang modus operandi po na rentangay ay talamak at kailangan na pong tutukan ng ating mga opisyal sa PNP. Ang masaklap, yung mga opisyal pa nating PNP, siguro ang dapat natin tutukan sa kanilang mga masasamang gawain. Mr. President, mas nakakabahala po sa balita na lumabas kahapon dahil ang sasakyan na ni-rent tangay ay natagpuan or tinangay, ay natagpuan sa loob mismo ng Camp Crame at nakapark sa married officers' quarters kung saan nakatira mga matataas na opisyal ng PNP. Upang maliwanagan tayong lahat, let me go back a bit on the history of this SUV, kung paano ito nawala at paano ito nakarating sa Camp Crame. Noong July 1, 2025, may nakidnap na Chinese national ng isang grupo ng mga Chinese nationals din. According to then PNP Chief Nicolas Torre, the victim who was assisting a relative with a supposed car sale met with the individuals who turned out to be part of the kidnapping operation. After gaining the victim's trust, they took control of the vehicles and kidnapped the victim. Fortunately, on July 14, the PNP Anti-Kidnapping Group, or AKG, was able to rescue the victim in Batangas and recovered multiple vehicles, including the subject SUV. Kasama din po sa mga na-recover ang 1 million pesos, 2 firearms, illegal drugs, and uniforms for policemen and security guards. So nasa posesyon po ng PNP ang nawawalang sasakyan July 14 pa lamang. But on August 6, The owner of the SUV eventually traced it through a global positioning system, or GPS, installed in the car and saw that it was parked in the PNP MOQ, or Married Officers Quarters. Mr. President, kung ako ang may-ari ng sasakyan, di ko alam kung ako ba'y matutuwa, mainis o matatakot. Na-rent na nga yung sasakyan ko tapos bigla ko na lang matitrace ang sasakyan sa Camp Crame at sa tiraan pa ng mga matataas na officials ng PNP. Ito na po ang nakakatawa. Yesterday, September 9, explaining that the one responsible for the illegal parking is an unnamed personnel of the AKG. But according to AKG spokesperson Major Eleanor Villaruz, there was nothing irregular daw with what happened, saying that there was just a lack of parking space near their office. Wala naman daw problema doon. Tell it to the Marines. Pero bakit sabi ni PNP Headquarters Support Service hindi daw coordinated sa kanila ang pag-park na nasabing SUV sa MOQ? Note that the Headquarters Support Service is in charge in managing the parking and traffic inside Camp Crame. Furthermore, PNP spokesperson Brigadier General Randolph Tuano said they're investigating who is liable for parking the SUV at the officers' row and the one responsible will be punished. Ano ba talaga PNP? Walang irregularity o dapat may managot? Hindi na dapat pinagtatalunan po ito. The fact na nahanap pa ng may-ari ang kanyang sasakyan sa pamagitan ng sarili niyang GPS ay malinaw na may mali. Bakit hindi sila naimpormahan agad ng PNP? Mr. President, may tatlong problema po akong nakikita dito. Una, ang talamak na modus operandi ng rent tangay. Paano na ba natin mapupugsa ang mga ganitong krimen? Paano mapapabilis ang paghanap ng mga natakay na sasakyan? At paano mapupugsa ang mga peking dokumento na ginagamit ng mga mangloloko? Kailangan natin ito silipin dahil maliban sa pagtangay ng sasakyan, ginagamit pa po ito sa iba pang mga criminal operations tulad ng kidnapping. Pangalawa, tila may problema na naman ang ilang mga tauhan ng PNP sa pagpapatupad ng kanilang Standard Operating Procedure, SOP, ayon sa PNP SOP number 2011-04. All carnap stolen motor vehicles, including the abandoned ones recovered by PNP units in Metro Manila, shall be turned over within 48 hours to the HPG Central Vehicle Impounding Area at Camp Crame. And within 5 working days, the concerned HPG unit that recovered, impounded a motor vehicle shall identify and inform the rightful owner that his or her lost vehicle was already recovered and under the possession of the informing unit. Thereafter, subject vehicle shall be released to the rightful owner upon presentation of proper documents and lifting of alarm. Mr. President, July 14 naganap ang operasyon ng AKG kung kailan na-recover ang SUV. Pero August 6 na-discover ito ng may-ari gamit ang GPS. Ibig sabihin, halos isang buwan na hindi pa sila nasasabihan ng nasa PNP na pala ang kanilang sasakyan. At bakit wala ito sa HPG Central Vehicle Impounding Area at nasa MOQ ito? Sa MOQ, tanging ang drivers ng senior officers ang may authority magpasok lamang ng sasakyan o ang mismong senior officers. So, kung ako pong tatanungin, may senior officer na nag-authorize na may pasok itong SUV sa MOQ area, hindi pwedeng sabihin na walang irregularity dito. Finally, this is another sign of abuse of authority and impunity in the ranks of the PNP. While our attention is focused on infrastructure projects, I would like to call the attention of PNP, lalo na under its new leadership, to double down in purging the PNP of scalawags and ninja cops. In the past years, we've had hearings here on ninja cops regarding drugs and recycling of recovered drugs. Baka hindi lang sa drugs may ninja cops. In fact, Mr. President, in a recent complaint in my program, a certain Villalin Lim said she paid for a Ford Everest unit in cash at the dealership. However, when she got into a road accident, she found out that the SUV was registered to a certain Police Corporal Jonathan Corral of the PNP Engineering Service. Corral denied being involved in the scam, but all the red flags are there. Alam ko po na nakailang resolution na po ako at nakailang privilege speech na dito tungkol sa ating mga law enforcers. Linawin ko lang po, wala po akong galit sa law enforcers at hindi ko po nilalahat sa PNP, pero hindi po ako papayag na tuloy-tuloy na nabibiktima ang ating mga kababayan ng sarili nating mga kapulisan. I hope that they recover the golden years of PNP. Naalala ko po nung si PNP Chief, si Senate President Pro Tempore Ping Lacson. He had an iron hand and implemented a strict policy directly targeting carnapping along with other criminal activities. He ordered police personnel to return illegally used carnap vehicles, and within just 2 weeks, the order led to the recovery of about 600 vehicles, which created a virtual parking lot at Camp Crame and was a significant signal of his administration's seriousness about tackling the issue. With the new PNP chief, I hope he can take a page from Senator Ping's Lacson's PNP playbook in working on PNP's operations. Lead by example and beat the system that has taken root in our PNP. On my part, I will review the laws holding our public officials involved in these irregularities, criminal libel, and see if there are matters that must be changed. I would like to look into the anti-carnapping law and anti-fencing law. I would also want the help of our other government agencies, such as the MMDA and LTO, in putting in place systems to deter rent-tangay schemes. Mr. President, when there's smoke, there's a well-hidden fire somewhere. While this incident might not have made the front pages, it seemed that the problem is there, and we should not ignore it. And the leadership of the PNP must be swift in acting on this before the whole PNP burns down. Thank you, Mr. President.
Mr. President? Yes, Mr. President.
Senator Erwin Tulfo, I think,
sorry. My apologies.
wishes to take the floor. Senator Erwin Tulfo is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. President. I would like to make a manifestation to the good gentleman from Isabela and Davao, Mr. President. Well, the good gentleman from Isabela and Davao take some questions from this representation.
Yes, Mr. President.
The privileged speech of the gentleman from Davao and Isabela is very alarming, Mr. President, wherein we know that the Philippine National Police motto is to protect and to serve. Kung ganito pong may nakikita na mga nakaw na sasakyan sa kustodiya nila at nakaparada po sa officers' quarters, iba po ang mensahe, iba po ang senyalis nito para sa ordinaryong mamayan. Now my question is, Mr. President, na-inform na po ba at alam po ba ito ng bagong hepe ng Philippine National Police ang insidenteng ito dahil ito po ay nasa officers' quarters at doon po nakatira din ang Chief PNP?
Tama po kayo, Mr. President. As a matter of fact, inibestigan na po ng Camp Crame ang insidente, pero tama kayo, sa loob mismo ng MOQ. And I've been to the MOQ before, many years ago. In fact, I think a month or so, because my uncle, Aguirre, at that time, he was a high-ranking PNP official. So alam ko mahigpit yan sa MOQ. In fact, dalawang gate ang dadaanan mo bago ka makapasok. So malaking tanong na ipasok itong SUV na ito na carnap vehicle at napayagang mag-park pa mismo doon sa loob ng MOQ. So malaking bagay po ito. And I would like to add also, Mr. President, na through the years, paulit-ulit na lang, yung mga recovered carnap vehicles ay ginagamit ng mga pulis at mga opisyalis pa man din. So paano natin matigil itong carnapping at kung ano pa mga kabalastugan na involved mga sasakyan kung mismo mga pulis ang nasa likod or kasabwat sa mga modus na ito, Mr. President?
Mr. President, alam po natin ang trabaho ng kapulisan ay protektahan ng mamayan at tiyakin ang kaayusan ng ating lipunan. Pero paano kung ilan sa kanila mismo ay sangkot sa illegal na gawain? Paano kung dapat nagtatanggol sa batas ay mismong lumalabag dito? Paano po ito, Mr. President?
Yun nga, Mr. President, ang hamon ko sa present PNP leadership na tulad ng ginawa noong Chief PNP pa, si Senator Ping Lacson. He was the Chief PNP then many years ago. I think it was back in 1999, if I'm not mistaken, na nagdeklara siya. Sabi niya, isoli nyo lahat ng mga recovered carnap vehicles na pinagagamit ninyo sa PNP. And lo and behold, in less than a week, napuno ang Camp Crame grounds dahil pinagsusoli ang lahat ng mga carnap vehicles na pinagagamit ng mga pulis. So ang aking hamon ngayon sa bagong chief PNP, mag-issue din siya ng ultimatum na lahat ng mga carnap vehicles dyan na gamit-gamit ng mga pulis, no questions asked, i-turn over agad sa Camp Crame right now.
Mr. President, this issue strikes at the very heart of public trust in our law enforcement institutions. The involvement of police officers in illegal activities is not only deeply troubling, but also a betrayal of duty and a direct threat to the integrity of our justice system. Therefore, Mr. President, would you agree ang 2026 national budget po ng PNP ay 209 billion. Last year po ay 205 billion. Umakyat po ito ng 4 billion pa. Sangayon po ba kayo na dapat tignan po natin ang budget ng PNP at ang mga programa nila kung napupunta po ba sa tama ang budget ng Philippine National Police, Mr. President?
Tama kayo, Mr. President. Kaya nga sa darating natin ng budget hearing comes November, kailangan busisiin kung nagagamit ba ng tama yung mga budget na allocated sa kanila, especially yung kanilang intelligence funds. Kung yung ba ay tamang paggamit at napapakinabangan talaga ng taong bayan at mayroong mga nahuling kriminal o dili kaya ang mismong kriminal ay sila at dapat ma-identify kung sino-sino doon sa kanila ang naging kabaro na ng mga kriminal.
Mr. President, panghuli na lamang po, papayag po ba kayo na tanungin ang hepe po ng pambansang pulisya sa araw po ng kanilang pagpapresenta ng budget dito sa Senado para malaman po natin kung ano po ang mga planong ng bagong hepe, ano po ang direksyon ng Philippine National Police that I am sure, Mr. President, na kakaiba po ito sa operasyon, standard operating procedures o plano kumpara po sa nakaraang PNP chief. Sangayon po ba ang ating butihing Pangulo na matanong ang bagong PNP chief sa pag siya po ay pumasyal dito sa kanilang budget meeting?
Tama kayo, Mr. President. In fact, one thing that I can recommend is yung i-review yung disciplinary process ng NAPOLCOM sa aspeto ng PNP matters. So, yan dapat ay talagang tututukan natin at pagdating po ng budget hearing, yan ay aking tatanungin at busisiin, Mr. President.
Maraming salamat po, Mr. President.